here at the KTL Show. So thank you for being here. Yeah, you can cheer for that. we got 21 films tonight that were all made this week. Could we shut that door back there? It's a little bright still. Oh, I guess people are still working in here. Yeah, just a little bit. We still want the fan ventilation, so that's good there. Sweet. How's everyone doing? Good. Cool. So we're going to get started. Here is the next. So the verbal process is just a little minute to talk about like what I think could help the community. One thing I've been thinking about a lot, and I think that it's a good reminder, is KTL is great because it's a game that we play for films for people that are professionals and some people that are just doing film as a hobby, which is really exciting. But if you're trying to do film as a profession, one of the things that's really helpful is to practice saying no. Because it's really good doing Kick the Ladder and being able to just like get our reels. Some people have made reels after like 3 months of just doing Kick the Ladder, which is super cool. But sometimes somebody right on the spot, and one of the rules is like we have to film in like 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And if the director didn't talk to you about a kissing scene or something you're uncomfortable with, like say no. There's no money on the table. Because it's very hard to say no when there's money on the table. When you're at a job and that director throws something at you that you are not comfortable with, it's very good to like have a practice in that because it's already hard enough when there's no money on the table and it's like, oh, come on, we're just friends, we're just going to do this. But it's really good to just practice that. So also for like if you're busy, like what's great about Kick the Ladder is it's a great workout and you get to work on making films on a weekly basis. Sometimes you're too busy. Another thing is to also say no to, sometimes I'm just not going to do a Kick the Ladder this week because I need to rest. Take care of yourself. The whole point of Kick the Ladder is taking care of yourself. And I think one of the best ways to do that is through art and learning yourself in reality through making art, which is a great thing. But then also another way of taking care of yourself is not doing film. So just practice saying no. There's no money on the table. Do things that make you excited about film, make you feel comfortable, make you feel valued as a person, as a human. That's a really good thing. So that's that. Here is the dice video. Hey, yeah. So the dice videos are really cool. So essentially how we play the game is we roll these 3 dice. What we like to do is we do that in the form of a video. We film it after the KTL show. So after tonight, we are making a film where the only rules of the film is that these dice have to fall, and whatever they fall on the take that the director chooses, that's the rules for the week. For this season, we've got comedy writer and comedian Brett Schultz. He's taking on all the dice videos. He's directing them. Yeah. And they're really awesome and they're really fun. And it's like, what's cool is we're about to see this, and I can talk about that later, actually. So let's go ahead and play that.
The sun is in the eye.
The nick is in the cage.
The bone is in the body.
The Freddy's in the church.
The youth is in the group.
The dookie is in the bowl. The danger is in the zone. The Healy is in the Feely.
The actor's on a veil. Santa is in the chimney.
Remember, the roll is final.
What's really cool is we film them after, so he has like, 20, 30 minutes of setup. We film it, and then it releases by 5 p.m. the next day, so it's like less than 12 hours of making a film, or I guess a little more than, less than 24 hours. But yeah, so I just love that. It's really cool that everyone just wants to participate, and they just kind of just go with whatever Brett's direction tells them, so super fun. So if you didn't see what the rules are, is 4-4-R. What that means is only 4 people could help make the film, so that's including yourself, so you have to have 3 other people. So that means you have to have 3 other people, and you can't have any more. So you have to get 3 other people. They could call in for a voiceover or editor. You could ask a friend from out of town and just say, hey, I need a voiceover. But as long as there's 3 other people that are involved in making the film, and then the camera can't move 10 feet from a single point. So how that works is if you have a tetherball, like a pole, and a 10 feet thing, and then you have a camera on it. So you can move it anywhere you want as long as it's tethered to that pole that's 10 feet, or that rope that's 10 feet long. So that's essentially how you play this rule. Let's see what's next. Yeah, so I'll give a quick overview. I think you might have figured this out, but yeah, essentially we roll these dice. The first die adds to the second die, and then the third die is an extra qualifier. So we could have some, make a music video, or camera can't move 10 feet, or, one person must play 2 characters. There's a lot of really fun ones, and they all, make it, you'll get the hang of it. Let's go next. Let me get out of this one. Oh, yeah, if you want to know, so if you every time you make one of these films, you get a frame. These are unique frames. They're from the 70s. These are the 35 millimeter frames that your grandpa must have. So if you have 24 of these, you become an S1 because there's 24 frames in a second. So you become an S1 and you get a walk-on song. So you might see those tonight. I'm not sure if we have any S1s tonight. We do. Sweet. So if you see some special music and people going crazy, that's because they earned that. And then also, if you on the second row here, actor, editor, producer, DP, EP, that's if you've helped somebody else with their film. So if you get if you've acted in 24 films that you didn't direct, then you get an actor frame, or editor or whatever else. So as long as it's not your film and you help somebody else, that's why it incentivizes the community. So because of the role having 3 people involved, a lot of people could have earned a lot of those different frames there. So, and then next up, I think we have debuts. Is that right? Yeah, so debuts is a specialty frame that means you've never directed a film in your entire life. One of the big points of Kick the Ladder is to help non-filmmakers become filmmakers, or even just hobbyists. Film doesn't really have room for hobbyists in the film world, because if you want to start doing film, people are like, oh, you should try and get a job. You should try and get paid for that. But it's like, what if you're a plumber and you wanted to just make films? Kind of like if you're a plumber and you want to learn piano. So that's what kind of Kick the Ladder is about. We've had over I think 100 people debut, make a film for their first time. Some people keep coming back and making films, and it's really cool to see people grow so quickly. So without further ado, our first debut of the night is Kristina! Yeah!
You'll get there when you get there. Don't worry about it.
Being late is a bad first impression.
Relax. It'll be chill. And you'll thank me later.
You haven't even told me anything about this person. He could be like a psycho serial killer, or a stand-up comedian, or what if he does improv?
Ryan is so great. Great sense of humor, great cook, great style.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he's great.
Wait, he? Oh, Ryan's not...
Shit, I'm late. I gotta go. I'm so sorry. I was not.
Well, it's fine. It's fine. You're good. You must be Caitlin, Emily's friend.
Ryan?
Yep, that's me.
Yes! Yeah! Kristina! make your first film.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, it was so sweet. It was well shot, well written. Also, a lot of times when people make their first film, they don't do a lot of dialogue. So I love that you wrote a lot of dialogue in that, and it really made sense. It felt very natural. So that was a really sweet story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you learn filming it? What was your experience filming this?
Well, I've never learned how to make film.
Yeah.
This was my first experience ever directing, editing, all that. I did a little bit of videography in school, but just in a club. I'm mostly actor.
Cool.
I act in a lot of stuff, which I only started acting 2 years ago too, so I'm fairly new to everything. But yeah.
I love that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm very nervous.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions? Audrey.
Who shot this?
Well, sorry. I don't
who
know
filmed it? Who ran the camera?
Cole Nowacki?
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, it looked great. Yes.
What made you do a queer story other than Pride?
Oh yes, Pride, and then I'm Caitlin. This is something that was really close to my heart. Came out to you guys right now. Actually.
Oh wow!
As bisexual, yeah.
Oh wow! Yeah, that's great. Woo. Well, welcome. That's great. I think I saw another question for us.
You said you've been primarily an actor before, and this is your first film. What was the most challenging part that you think of?
Sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knew. She's like sound.
Yeah.
Sounds that good. Doesn't change actually.
No. I don't know if you noticed that you could see like the wire behind Sonia.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah, so I was talking to Cole about editing, like, do we crop it smaller to get rid of the wire? And like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's hair.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One thing that I've learned is people don't, especially since it's an engaging story, people aren't paying attention to as much as like people think that they are. I've even hidden microphones like in the shot and people don't even know it. Like one of the KTL films I did, like I hit all these continuity errors. Like I put like 60 in 1 minute. Nobody even noticed it. So, yeah. But anyway, here we go. This is your debut frame, so you get 2 frames tonight. So this is your debut. This is your unique photo on there. So there we go. Yep. And then this is your 4/4R frame. Hey, is this snow? Awesome. Cool. Here you go. Great. Oh, I'm sorry. Great work. Yeah. A great start. Here we are. Sydney!
What? Need the money? Yeah.
So good. Oh man. So real quick, who helped you with this one?
Skylar shot it. He's not here, I don't think. But Bryce was my other actor, and then Millie, obviously.
Yeah.
Killed it, drug lord.
Yeah. I love the
So my
sword.
roommate went to the Renaissance fair, and he like came over. He's like, "I bought a dagger." I was like, "Can I use it?"
Did that spur the idea, or were you already had the idea with the coke?
No, that spurred the idea. It was just like laying on the kitchen table. I was like, "What should we do with this?" And I just grabbed it, and I was like, "Millie's the most unassuming person
Right.
ever.
Yeah.
Just like whipped out a dagger. Yeah.
I love it. Well, yeah. What did you? How was your experience making a film for the first time?
Okay, so I had like a funny experience. I really wanted the first one to be like huge, so I just haven't been making one. I was like putting all this pressure on myself.
Yeah.
And then Bryce and Joe were like, just do something, like
Right.
just do it. So I just did something silly, and it was like not as epic as I wanted it to be, but like I did something. So
Yeah,
that's
and
cool.
you owned the room. Everyone was like dying laughing. So yeah, it was great. Yeah. Any questions or comments? Sweet. Here we go. Oh yes.
I just want to know where the idea came from, like in general.
Me and Bryce, we like helped Isaac and Audrey with something, and we went out and got a beer after, and that's it. And we just like started bouncing ideas, and we had another beer, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be funny. There was like no thought to it.
Yeah. A few beers later, you're just snorting coke off a sword. James.
Where did you film that at?
At Bryce and Joe's apartment in their parking garage.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
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 That was great. Yes, Joe. What was in the back?
I'm just kidding. Just sugar.
Sugar. Nice. Also addictive.
Yes, in its own way.
So here's your debut frame. Hey! And your 4/4R. Hey!
Oh, so cute! Thank
Great
you.
work. Yeah, that was awesome. Okay, now we're on to the filmmakers that have made a film or two before. So next is Alexander. Yes. So curious. So, did you have three friends that were in VR helping you in acting?
Yeah, those were my online friends, Flintlock, Lady Dollmaker, Henderson. My online friends just got together, like, I want to make a short film in virtual reality.
Nice.
Just made it happen, yeah.
So how do you? So you were recording with your headset, and then you'd go, okay, we're doing a company move to this other location out in outer space or something.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And then you're just like, you had to like say,
right?
Yeah. Do you like, oh, join me over here, or could you press a button and just change the background?
Like, no, really in the game, you just like switch maps. So that's basically what I did. Like, I just got a shot in one map, and like, all right, I got enough on this. Let's go to another like map or location, basically, yeah. And then a bit like that.
I love the creativity of that. Like, that's so cool.
I wanted to make something like this because most of my time in quarantine was like in virtual reality.
Yeah.
Right. So I really wanted to make something that was, like that, or regarding my experiences. And I saw the, you can only use 10-foot rule. And it was like, oh, I'll just put the virtual camera like in, that radius. So I figured that works. Yeah, like some, little loophole. No, it
worked. I really loved it.
Yeah.
Also, did you have to take new takes? Were you like, hey, do that again? You missed the golf shot, or
I pretty much just took my recording software, OBS, Open Broadcasting Software. Just click the recording button. It's like. Just for that shooting shot, just shoot at nothing while I record this, and just fly around while I record it. It's just it took like one whole hour of continuous recording, and that's basically what I did. Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Which?
How'd you choose the music?
Okay, so I spent last night. I spent like 3 hours trying to pick the perfect just music. I know I wanted sad piano music to sort of express the loneliness when you take off the headset and recognize that it's basically a different world.
Yeah.
So I pretty much just chose listen to a bunch of soundtracks, video game soundtracks. I think the first bit was Halo, with Another Rain, I think, and then the second one was Xenoblade, I think. And I was literally just on YouTube for hours just trying to figure it out.
Well, it paid off. It was a really good song. Yes, James.
So your character is in the shots.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? Are you setting up a camera, a virtual camera? But are you only seeing the camera? Or is that a little window inside of your?
Yeah. So the game specifically has a camera that you can literally just separate from yourself from the camera and just place it in a random or whatever location you want in the world, and that's pretty much how I did it. Yeah, just stick the camera there and then just move myself to camera frame. Yeah.
I would love to make a film like that. Yes, Andrew.
What game is it?
It's VR chat.
Yeah, VR chat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just want to say it reminded me of a Ready Player One theme, Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Last question.
I mean, all the characters were so different. So I think it's so cool that it's 4 completely different people can be really good friends.
Yeah.
Was that intentional?
I literally just had my friends just do whatever they want. I basically told them all right, so in 8 o'clock we're gonna get together, and I want you guys to screw around in front of the camera in these specific areas, and then just have it like that. I want it as natural as possible. Just make it easy on them and as well as me.
That's cool. How did they get to see it yet?
Yeah, I showed them. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Did they like it?
They were. One guy said it was is this anti-VR propaganda? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That's great. Here we are. Hey! Good work. Okay, next is Sicily. Yes.
Why are you here?
That was awesome. Yeah. Oh man, that's your second film?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Jeez, so good. Tell us who helped you out with this one.
Well, Kate was our actress.
Nice, great work.
Audrey was our one-woman crew and did literally everything. It was amazing. I just showed up after acting class and she had set everything up. The lights were there and she's like, "This is what I'm thinking here." James and I figured this out. And then James did our edit, VFX, and coloring, and it was just amazing. And he did that in 24 hours, so it was just crazy.
I love
These two are too talented.
I agree. Yeah.
Well, and then of course Kate was.
Yeah.
I was overwhelmed by the amount of time,
the
technical stuff, because I have no idea how to handle that, and it was hard for me as a director to be like, I'm not doing anything, I'm just telling you what I want, and then them being like, this is what I want to do with this, and then the collaboration was so fun for me.
I love that. That's actually what directing is.
I know that's...
But not... Well, no, a lot of people have lost that over the past 15, 20 years. It's a lot of people think directing needs to know what f-stop is on a lens or something like that. It helps, but you don't need that. And that's why I love this rule, is because it forces people to start delegating and I need to get another DP or something like that, and so just up your games so quickly. It's so good.
I was like, it's
amazing.
So different.
Yeah, now the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Yes, Paul.
What was the music video or movie on the screen?
That was Nelly.
The nightclub or whatever?
I don't know which song, but it was Nelly. She would know, right?
Yeah, we were just.
I just put on like a playlist of 90s music videos on YouTube.
And we were just trying to find the lightest one, so it would bring out the more color on Kate's face.
Nice.
So that's all I got.
Yes.
I got some like Last Night in Soho vibes. Was that an influence, or what was like?
I've never
your
seen that
visual-
before.
Okay.
I enjoy eerie films. And James and I talked about that, about how I just really like eerie films, and the music at the end is from Blade Runner 2049, which I also have not seen, but James brought that in. I know, I'm a trash film person, but I enjoy like killing the sacred deer and feeling things from film, and then having my own interpretation. So I will never tell you why I made that, but I would love that everyone else had their own reason and what they felt from that. So.
I love that. I'm excited for you to start making more films too. I'm just like, I love that approach. So, any last questions? Yes, Joe.
I just really liked the way you built in like anticipation in the beginning. It felt really long, and I was like there. I was like, oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
That was
Yeah,
good.
definitely the party scene in high school when you're forced by friends being like, why am I
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, here we are. Hey, it's a boy! Good work, yeah. Next is Nick, yes! It's the next one. Is he here? Is he here? He's not here tonight. We do have a lot of films, so we're going to skip this. We've been doing it where you have to be present. So Rachel! Wait! Oh, did y'all help with it? Did your crew help with Nick's?
Yeah, I'm in it. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Rachel!
Do you know a lot about your parents? Like what? Like stuff about them? And the rest of your family? What about them?
So what kind of midlife crisis are we going through this week?
I don't even know my grandma's mom's name or her dad's name. I don't even know what year she was born. Isn't that weird?
It's not that weird.
I asked my mom what her middle name meant. She couldn't even tell me why grandma chose it.
Huh.
Why don't I know anything about my family?
Maybe it's time to start asking some questions.
Ah, man, I love that. I'm just so proud of you. She debuted here like 10, 11 films ago. I know this to say this so many times, but like, your writing, your dialogue, the blocking, the slow camera pushing. Did you do that in post or okay? Yeah. I love that intuition that you're following there. The dialogue and everything was just so good. Who helped you with this one?
This was Stevie, Ashley, and then I had JT doing music for me, and he made a whole thing, and then we were like, it doesn't work with music, so technically he did help, we just didn't use the music.
I would say that works, yeah. That's cool. What was the inspiration for this film?
I knew nothing about my family.
Yeah.
So like, it's like, you sit there and you like wonder like, I truly don't know anything about my family. I didn't even know that my dad's name, I thought this whole time was Matthew. Turns out it's Matthews. And I didn't see that until it was like on a piece of mail. And I'm like, Dad, they spelled your name wrong. And they're like, no, they didn't. I'm like, you just let me think that your name is Matthew for like all the time that I've known you. So it just opened up like a whole can of worms.
Wow.
So I've been learning like all kinds of shit about my family. I'm like, that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow, you learned that after you learned how to read.
It's right.
Yeah, that's wild. Questions, John?
I'm curious, was it lavaliers or was the cell phone sitting on the bench the mic?
Cell phone.
Nice. Love that. Love that. For audio, right? Audrey.
Okay, so tell me more about when you asked your friend to like do the music and then the decision to like not use it. Was that tough? Because I feel like I have a really hard time in that type of situation being like, oh, like I'm not gonna use this thing that you like worked on. So can you tell me like how did you approach that?
Yeah, a lot of it was audio, honestly. Trying to get the sound in a place where it didn't drown out what was going on there. And honestly, I wanted to keep it because he worked on it and he was just like, it doesn't work, so we're gonna take it out and we're gonna find somewhere else to use it. But yeah, that was basically it.
That was a good choice. I love the simplicity of that. Hannah.
Just like use of breath in like a 1 minute video is really hard, like letting lines breathe in between. And it's because a lot of people try, you feel like you have to fit a lot in, and I feel like you really used the silence.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know what inspired that, because that's just really, really hard to like fit, you know what I mean? So what was that? What was the inspiration for that?
Well, the original intention, we weren't even supposed to just use one shot. We had filmed from like all different kinds of angles and trying to like figure out everything, and none of it was usable because my hands are shaky. I learned that this week. And we were fighting against the sun. We started at like 7 and the sun was supposed to go down at 8:56. I didn't factor in that the sun would start going down at 8:30. So
yeah,
that's me. And so honestly, like when we were doing the wide shot, I was just like, look, it's on one page. You guys have enough time to like be able to do it, so just take the time that you need to. You don't actually have to rush like you think that you will, and then it's like 30 seconds in. So just take your time and be able to do it, and it worked.
Yeah, it really did.
Great.
Yeah, it was a great one take. Cool. Here we go. Hey! You already have one of those? Yeah. Next is Bryce. Yes.
You want tomatoes on this?
No, I'm good.
All right, man. I got you.
Thanks.
Cut it real quick.
Please don't put tomatoes on it.
It's supposed to be like that.
Is it really?
No.
Could you? I think it's 422 file, which the computer can't handle. Yeah, 422s. It's a codec that's like really beefy and like really like it's a master codec. It's not good for playing films in a general sense. So.
Is that like an export mode?
Yeah, it's an export setting. So while we're here, there's an Apple ProRes 422. Just try not to click that. That's made for like making a master copy. So like if I make a music video for a band, I have to by contract deliver a 422. And even with a good computer, it doesn't play unless you're using like VLC or something like this. It's really hard to play them because it's just like really high quality. So let's see if this works.
You want tomatoes on this?
No, I'm good.
All right, man. I got you.
Thanks. I'm very hungry. Please don't put tomatoes on it. That's just gonna be an issue.
No, I got you. No tomatoes, yeah? All right. All right. All right, bud. A couple of no tomato sandwiches.
So good. There's no tomatoes on this, right?
No.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, bud. What?
Is there goddamn tomato on this motherfucking sandwich?
No!
You fucking piece of shit! I fucking knew you would do this shit! There's no fucking tomato on that sandwich?
There was no tomato.
Fucking tomato?
There was no tomato.
I love how you can make something so simple and it's just like so fun. A no tomato sandwich coming right up. Oh, so yeah, who helped you with this one?
Skylar and then Gea and her sister helped like edit.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, Joe and her sister. Sorry.
Nice. What inspired this? Is one of you guys hate tomatoes or?
No, I had like a bunch of dumb ideas on my phone, and then I was like listing them off to Skylar, and he was like, the no tomato one. We're just gonna do the no tomato. Like that's the best
like
one. I'm like, that's like the dumbest one, but I'm down. We'll do it. Yeah.
I also love that the tomato was like exceptionally
Yeah, it was
thick.
a huge
It was like
tomato
way
slice.
thicker. That's great. Any questions on that one? Yes.
Did you paint that Mac Miller?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all his artwork all through the house, which is really, yeah, he's a killer artist. So, yes. But this ain't about art, this is about film.
It's all for sale if you need my car now.
Any questions, any comments? Yes, right.
I'm curious how many takes you did of a lot of this stuff, like Skylar freaking out. Like,
Oh, we
you
did
tried
a
it number
ton
times,
of, yeah,
or-
we did a lot of takes. Also, I think we were both breaking a lot just because of how often we were saying tomato. The word became super funny.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of breaks. Like
Was Snakes on the Plane the inspiration for the monologue?
No.
I thought it might be. Yes.
So was it like too late to take the tomato off because of the mustard?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
I'm too lazy.
I was like, he won't notice. He won't notice. Yeah.
You could have avoided death if you just took off the tomato. Go. Here we are. Hey. Unrelated. I think I heard someone say like, "Oh, is it gonna be a tomato?" Next is Paul Gary.
Come on, Grayson, he come Jones in the soda, he no fan of Fanta, don't want Coca-Cola, he want flavors count of 23. Only one red tin can when you're feeling thirsty. Dr. Pepper, right now, over me.
Yeah.
So who helped you with this one?
Oh, I had so much help. 4 people. But
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a lot of help. So Hetty DP'd and edited that.
Nice.
And,
Great.
good God, right?
Yeah.
And Grayson was thirsty.
Yeah.
And Hannah helped me out with audio editing stuff because I was
Nice.
having some issues with the song. But that was it.
Did you sing that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you could sell that to Dr. I love that last shot Hetty got of the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, the silhouette. That looks so good.
It was one I knew that I wanted, but I didn't know how to go about doing it. So we put a ring light in the fridge behind him.
Oh,
And then
nice.
turned everything else off in the kitchen, and it just turned out awesome.
I love that.
I had very little to do with that. That was Hetty.
I also love the head tilt when he's walking on the stairs.
That's just what he has to do.
Yeah,
Walking,
I get it.
he's a big guy.
I get it. Any questions or comments on that one? James.
I'm really fascinated in like the order of how things came to you. Like, did you decide to use that song first, and then you had to shoehorn in, or did you come up with like Grayson needs a Dr. Pepper first?
Yeah.
Like, what was the step by step?
Well, I had another idea for this week. I had like a whole scripted thing that I wrote, and then it rained on Monday, and we couldn't shoot outside. So this is an inside joke that Gray and I have had for a while because he's a fiend for the old Dr. Pepper. And every time he drinks one, I'm like, Dr. Pepper! And he goes, right now! And I was waiting for the music video roll on the 20-sider to do this, but Hetty was already coming over to do the outside thing, and I was like, let's just do this now and kind of play around for a few hours. So the bit came first, like it always does.
I also love like how many locations you seem to work in with the 10 feet rule.
Yeah, there was a big discussion on the day. So we, the layout of the house, if you ever want to rob us, is the couch he was sitting on, and then right over that is a ceiling fan, and right over that's the fridge. So we put the center point as the ceiling fan and measured it out.
Nice.
Because there's a whole like disc versus sphere conversation. I know, not to get political, but like we put the center point as the ceiling fan and then measured it out, and we got the stairs and everything involved. It was very cool.
It was awesome. Great. Yes, any last question or comment? Cool. Here we are. Hey!
Cans of something.
Mardi Gras. Monty's Garden.
I thought those were Dr. Peppers. I really did.
They can be, yeah, whatever you want them to be. Sweet. Cool. Here is the next one, John. Yes.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, sweetie. Things aren't great. We just got the results back from the doctor. They aren't great. The doctor says that the disease moves quickly, and if we had caught it just a little sooner, I would have more time.
Hey, Mom.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I just had a nightmare, and I just wanted to check in on you two. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine, honey. Now go back to sleep. We love you.
I love you too.
Yeah! John! Oh man, that was great. I love that transition from like. Yeah. Did you have to have her stay like the whole day, or did you block out the lights? Or
no. Fortunately, that was my my place, and we have some very nice blackout curtains in the bedroom.
Nice.
Because my wife, when she sleeps in, hates sunlight.
Sure.
Like a vampire.
Yeah.
But no. Just blocked those out. Threw up a ring light with soft blue. Had another little like light thing to try and give a little secondary light. But yeah, it took all in all 2.5 hours to do all that.
Nice. Yeah, that's great.
So, yeah, we had Jennifer on film. Her mom actually phoned in and gave us those.
Cool.
Yeah, gave us the phone call, and then Jennifer's boyfriend Chris did all the sounds. So, yeah, it was 2.5 hours done.
Yeah.
And then it was just up to Chris and I to do the editing.
Yeah. And you've how many films have you made at this point?
3.
3.
This is number 3.
Yeah, that is so good. I love that. Yes. Does anyone have any? Yes, Hannah.
What was for audio? It was really crispy.
Honestly, no idea, because that would be Chris's department. He actually does sound professionally, so he came over with like the whole boom and all that, and I'm like, I was just planning to use my phone. So, and by that point, we were just about to move into the bedroom, but we were like, well, he's got this, he wants to do it, so we'll come back and we'll do a few more shots, and
nice.
It all just worked out.
Nice. Yeah, John.
When she pulls out the phone and does the click, was that from the phone itself, or did you Foley that in?
I believe he Foleyed that in.
Nice.
Most the only stuff that we actually recorded on scene was her.
Yeah.
Because I mean, she had her phone silenced.
Right.
Didn't want anything messing a tape. She did actually have the recording playing over the phone in her ear, just so
she could react to it.
She could react, and so
cool.
I knew where exactly we were, and we didn't overshoot anything.
Yeah.
But I know Chris took the file on the phone and just reinserted it, cutting the original that we recorded on the set.
Nice. Yes.
Where'd the idea for the short
Well, funny enough, from you. Last week.
Great lead up to it.
last week you gave us that really poignant film with the backpack, and I was like, all my ideas are coming out comedies, and I want to try my hand at something a little more serious.
Yeah.
And I think that happened with quite a few of us. It's been a very serious night.
Right.
But yeah, I came up with the idea. I shot it off to Jennifer, and she's like, funny enough, I had this nightmare a few nights ago. And I was like, well, I guess it's meant to be. So we're doing it.
Yeah. Wow. That was cool. Good work, man. Here we are. Oh, that's a dark
pitch
one.
black.
You know what? Let me get you another one. I think we overprinted. Here. Hey! Oh, shit. All right. That one, boss.
I'll take the plane.
Oh, man.
Thanks,
yeah, good work, dude. Next is Hetty. Yes!
Oh my god, it's a dishwasher. Oh my god, it's an actual dishwasher. A double door fridge. You and your country music. It's Americana. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Check yourself. You always sit there.
Yeah? Does that bother you?
No, it's fine. Hey, were you gonna clean this?
Oh, that's just from last night.
Yeah, but like right after though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll do it before work.
Hey, can you like stop clicking your nails?
Are we good?
Yeah. There's just a lot going on in my life right now.
What do you want to talk about it?
How much time do you have?
All the time in the world.
Yeah! Hetty! Oh man, I love your films. It's so good. I love that transition through everything. Like
That was really hard. It was harder than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah.
What part was the hard part for that?
So like I had the idea of like, I don't know if you guys have seen A Ghost Story, but like there's this scene in the movie where the ghost is walking through the house and then it's like changing time. And I was trying to do that, so it was very ambitious. And then when I got there, we kind of realized that my script, like, it wasn't gonna fit in the time, so I had to make them faster.
Yeah.
And so Devin helped me. He boomed the whole time. We used his camera, and he and both Hannah Celeste and Hannah Hayes helped me think through how to do the transitions so they were a little bit faster than like walking down hallways,
right.
Things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. It was tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you pulled it off great.
Oh, thanks.
Also, so you filmed that in the same location as Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Where was your center point?
Yes. So it was just a spot in the like between the kitchen and living room area.
Okay. Yeah, the cabinet area kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I guess so. Yeah. Like we didn't go downstairs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that worked. Yeah.
It
It really showed the progression of a relationship and like
Good.
The passive aggressiveness or like, hey, let's talk and stuff. So yeah, it was really accurate.
There's like so many things about couples, but like I love the idea of like exploring the roommate relationship.
Yeah. That was cool. Any questions or comments from anyone? Sweet. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Here we are. Hey! separated at birth. There's two. Here we go. Next is Joanna. Yes.
Home is a place you come back to, a soft haven from the city you've built within. But for me, a place with memories is concrete too. The only place I'm safe is somewhere new.
Oh man, who helped you with this one?
My nephew Corbin, my brother-in-law, and my other nephew's girlfriend.
Wow. Who shot it?
My nephew's girlfriend.
That looked so cool, like running through the forest. Where'd you get that idea to get that shot?
I wanted to like do something athletic for my acting reel.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
That's where that came from.
Yeah.
And I will say that I did think that the rule was not more than 10 feet from the subject that you're filming. So we got the golf cart like right on the trees. And like I was like, so I feel bad that I definitely ran past.
But you followed it to how you understood it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
next
Okay,
time.
cool.
Yeah.
I was feeling guilty.
And the golf cart spot in the back of the golf cart was still within 10 feet, right?
Like the side of the golf cart was within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're like working on our cognitive bias right now. Like, yeah, that's what happened.
My nephew Corbin though is the redhead.
Yeah.
And he's so like just naturally like gifted as a storyteller.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. He was like, oh, like the golf cart should be moving and then you catch up to it. And he had a bunch of ideas, and I was like, "Really? Okay." Like, and he helped me a lot with the sound.
Oh, cool!
And that was really
awesome.
That was really cool to be like, oh, like to work with him as like an equal, you know, and like listen to everything he's saying.
Yeah.
So I like that, and he had some really good things to say.
I really love that. That's
Yeah.
cool. And yeah, next question. Yes, Audrey.
I did.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, yeah, that was really great.
Thanks.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Yes, Brett.
Was that like tough at all at first that he was offering so many ideas?
He wasn't over offering, and also I don't have a problem telling him to stop talking. So I'll just be like, shh,
good aunt.
stop. Like, so no.
James.
It had very like Jordan Peele trailer vibes and was very cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's very good. Cool. Here we are.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good work. Next is
It's the last theme. Split it?
And after this,
That fucker's gonna have to watch his style.
No. Jordan, do the dance! Final! It's a fucking monster! God, why?
you're bonnet!
Hi, I'm a hill with a lonely dog. He's a goat!
Hopefully that was... Rodney!
I'm busy, Mom!
So in that was Becca and Jordan, and then Isaac was also an actor in it. Come on, actor Isaac. And he shot and edited that. And that was one of the only films I've made that I didn't edit, and it was like so nice to not, and really nice to have someone that I was like, I really trusted this man will like get the timing and you know that kind of thing. He really killed it.
Yeah,
so,
he really did.
Yeah.
I could watch you do that all day. Though.
All right. No, I won't.
What was the inspiration? Was it Saw or?
Yeah, so Jordan and I are in the same improv team. Two Bears Blow Up in a Car. We have a show every Friday night, so follow us on Instagram. Thank you. So in improv rehearsal, me and Jordan were doing a scene where we were just in a bunker, and it was really dramatic for like 5 minutes. And then I was like, Jordan, the camera's moving. You got to do the dance. And so that's kind of what happened. So this was born out of an improv scene, which we were really excited about because we'd been wanting to make sketch out of stuff that we do in rehearsal. So yeah, so then Saw was kind of probably thematically and stylistically the inspiration.
I love that. Yeah. Yes, John.
How'd you pick those songs or those?
My favorite songs. I really wanted it to. The game really was like make these people do the worst thing possible in this situation, because I think when you're in this situation, the last thing you want to do is have a fun time. So I kind of just heightened from there, from the Tom Petty song to Lonely Goat Herd, and then originally I was gonna have Becca do a Paula Deen impression, but then that felt a little like off base. So.
Paula Deen's off base.
She's off base.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought it was like, oh, lifting her in the air might be, Becca's really light, so it wasn't hard, but.
I loved how she just sat there and it's just like playing.
It was great.
So
it was great because Becca at one point was like, I really have to pee. I don't know if I can do more. And I was like, just real quick, one more take. So she killed that.
Now.
Yeah. Exactly. That's for you, Becca.
Any other questions or comments? Cool. Here we are. Good work. Hey! Next is Forrest! Yes!
Jessica? What are you doing? Go back to bed. What the fuck are you doing? Go back to bed, Jessica. God.
Underneath my skin. The man in the mirror told me I have to cut them out.
What?
There are bugs underneath my skin. He told me to cut them out.
Fuck. Alright.
Wow! Forrest! Great work, man. Wow. I love when you do the horror genre. You do it really well. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm also glad these are 1 minute because I don't know if I wanted to see what happens next. Yeah. So who helped you with this one?
Obviously Nick was my actor. He's not here tonight. I had one of his friends. Oh no, their name is escaping me. It was at the very end. Jay Sanchez.
Nice.
Is friends of Nick's, and they did a great job as Jessica. And then of course Matt DP'd. He's always my DP. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
I did like most of the camera holding, but he was the one who was like, "Hey, make sure you have settings on this," and like he just always has my back with all that stuff.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Did you do the editing with the sound and everything?
I did all the editing and all the sound work. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I really like that. Like good sound design. Does anyone have any? Yes.
Did you get your inspiration from that Netflix movie, like the two violinists, and like she was imagining literally bugs in her and like cuts herself?
No.
Huh.
I don't know what that
You
is.
should check it out. You might like it. Maybe up your alley.
Oh.
Yes, Brett.
I do love when you do horror as well. I'm interested for you what your like connection is to horror, or what draws you to making it.
I guess because just in general, like I'm I don't know, just like the complete opposite of someone that would have a horrific personality.
Yeah.
So I just like exploring like that other, like I don't know, like that opposite end of the spectrum, I suppose.
Yeah. I love that.
So does it feel like a release for you to win?
Yeah, it really does actually. Yeah.
I love that. Anything else? Cool. Here we go. Oh, some trees, yeah. Next is Paul Wood. Yes.
I make a soup to save the world. The soup's name was Jesus. The soup's name was Jesus. I'm gonna use the blue bowl for my son's soup because it's normal and it's what God intended. I'm gonna use the pink bowl for my daughter's because that is what Jesus would do. Donna, JT, your soup is ready.
Which one's mine?
I love how the kids' names weren't Christian names.
Well, we were looking for a MAGA hat to put on me as well.
Yeah, it was in the
It
laundry.
was Donna and JT, so like Donald J. Trump.
Oh.
That's what we were hoping for. The true Messiah.
Right. So you named them before they became.
Well, he was a big fan. He was a big fan.
They were a fan of The Apprentice when you named your kids. Yeah. What's say the title of the film just out loud.
I'll try not to mess it up. How a conservative thinks a liberal thinks a conservative makes dinner.
Yes.
Not convoluted at all. Right?
No. Yes, Jeff.
Is this film inspired by your son still wanting soup from last week?
I feel like I'm James Cameron. He has his Avatar universe. I'm just gonna make movies about soup from now on.
Yeah. You heard it here. He's the next James Cameron. Next, any questions, comments for James here?
Just a comment. I like the soup circle, just the circle motif that kept coming up with the bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes.
Was the piece of food flying out of your mouth intentional, or was that just a happy accident?
Out of all the takes that we did of that thing, there was one where I spoke and stuff. I liked that one the most because it had some spitting, and it was kind of it was trying to show a transformation of anger, and I liked the neck snap the most out of all.
And who all helped? So it's you and your kids.
My son Silas was in it, and my daughter Ari was the one who had the line there, and then myself and my wife actually helped shoot it, and then she actually also helped some of the shots Ari got, and some of them my wife Aileen got. And then she also helped monitor sound, just to make sure sound was like.
I love that. The whole family.
Yeah, whole family affair.
Imagine if you had one other kid and it's like, sorry, you can't help. It's part of the rules.
That was me. The first week that I did.
Yeah.
We had to tell Silas. We were like, well, it's two people,
yeah.
and I'm choosing her in a fire.
We're gonna go to Disneyland and film. Yeah. Oh wow. Well, here's your frame. Let's get it to you here. Hey, it's something. It's something.
Yeah.
Next is Kimyung. Yes.
she's a normal person.
Sis, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure somebody will turn it in and... Where did you get that? This is my sister's purse. Dude, what is the matter with you?
I don't know. She was so beautiful. I didn't know what to do.
You're going to apologize.
Hey, I am so sorry for borrowing your purse. That was the wrong move. Can I make it up to you by buying you a drink?
Yeah! Kimyung! I love the shirt.
Thank you. This shirt was a team effort. Myself, my mother, Jesus, the Holy Trinity.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jesus and the Holy Trinity.
Yes.
That's-
Well, we're the Holy Trinity.
Yeah. That's the three people. Yeah,
That's what we do.
About your film.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed that. I love that you didn't skip her answer at the end. Like you cut it off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, y'all. What do you think happens? I don't know.
What do you think happened? Do you have an answer?
I don't know, man. He kind of said it with confidence, so I think he might have got a yes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I also, if you steal somebody's ID, you don't need to go on misconnections. You could actually go right to their Facebook
or their house.
Right?
Go to
yeah,
their house.
you can.
Let's be honest.
Believe you me. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. That's terrible.
Yeah, we're just kidding around. Just joking. Joking around. We're joking. Ooh. Everyone hold on to your purses.
Seriously.
Any questions or comments on this one? Or on a shirt? Yes, Paul.
What true crime podcast inspired this?
What true crime podcast? I oftentimes just always think about like the most awkward thing you can do, and then like I'm just in a coffee shop or I'm wherever, and I just make myself laugh, and so I'm always thinking about like awkward things. I never thought about stealing a woman's purse, although yeah, you're correct for the scene, but yeah, I just like thinking about like awkward things to say and do, and just like, ooh, yeah. That would just be terrible, and yeah, it's fun for me.
Yeah, so. I could just imagine her bank statement like, hey, why do I have I didn't order a shirt with a mask on it. Hey. Why did that come up? Here we go. Hey, some more silhouettes. Yeah. Next is Chris. Yes. Is Chris here? Is Chris here?
John did so much on that. I am so sorry.
Oh, yes.
I got all hyped up about my shirt apparently, and then I'm sorry. John like directed, DP'd, he edited, he acted, he gave everyone a massage at the end.
Yeah. Hit it.
Thank you, sorry.
Hit him again. If he did any more, you'd beat the heck out of you. Is Chris here? Yeah. Okay, cool. Here we go. Chris.
Thanks for having me over.
Of course. Yeah, we just have to be extra quiet because she's doing another audition.
You fucking asshole! How did you do this to me, John?
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's acting.
John Loudermilk, get out of my fucking house!
Okay, that's my full actual name. Why would she be saying my name?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going in there.
Oh, please don't go in there. Just don't.
Hey.
Don't.
Is this some kind of sick joke?
That was gonna be my best take.
If you want me to leave, say it to my face.
What? What?
Is this in your script or something? My whole name?
Yeah, it actually is.
Let me see that. Julie Whittaker.
You know the writer?
Yeah, I do. It's my ex.
Yes! shocked how many beats you fit into 1 minute. That was so good.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Who helped you with this one, real quick?
So to be honest, it was a co-directing thing with me and Jennifer. She wrote it with the other person who was on screen.
Nice.
Jessica is her name, and then we had another coworker of hers behind the camera.
Cool.
So I like barely had anything to do with it. In fact, they asked me. They said, "Do you know what's the worst actor you know?" And I said, "Me." So I'll be in it. Yeah. So.
Your acting was great. Yeah, it was great. Yeah. Hey. I love the concept of having somebody doing an audition in the other room and that was just like such a brilliant concept. And then you also delivered very well with the name, like then coming in and then it's coming from the X. It's just I'm just explaining the film that we just saw. But I really liked it. Did you do the audio for one of those films earlier?
Yes, I did with John King. Yes.
Nice.
So I was on set for that and did post for that. And so I did the same thing for this. I found out the hard way that it's impossible to be on screen and record audio and monitor it at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Dude,
really difficult.
You're holding your own boom pole.
Just out of frame.
Yeah. Questions or comments? Yes, Kate.
Was that a skull she was holding?
Yes. It's supposed to be like Shakespearean.
Yeah. And with a modern twist. It was brilliant. Yes. Questions. Cool. Here we are. Oh, it's a jacket. I remember that from earlier. Good work. Next is Millie.
I think we're gonna head out to bed.
You guys going in water? Just put my arm around you.
Oh, I can't move my head.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Is that better? Maybe turn it up so we can't hear him. You ever seen the show? You ever seen the show?
No, I haven't seen this show.
Oh, man! Yes! Millie! Great work! I missed the last line because people were laughing so loud. So can you tell us what the last?
He asked me he said, "Have you seen the show?" And then he got close. Like, "Have you seen the show?" I was like, "No, I haven't seen the show."
I love the acting by Bryce. Just like the laughing and oh man, it was so good. Did you do that on a sword full of cocaine? No. Just had to ask, What inspired this one?
That actually happened to me.
I figured it might have, yeah. Oh.
And I was like, I'll just make a film, about that. And so I just wrote it, and I was like, I think Bryce would be great for this.
Yeah. I got just the part for you, Bryce. You're kind of a douchebag.
No.
I'm kidding.
You did great.
James.
I heard you in our house earlier this week talking about the idea for this, but I was in a different room, and I didn't know you were talking about the idea for a film, and you're like, yeah, Bryce seems like he'd kind of be like that sort of dirtbag.
It's not true.
And it took me way too long to realize you were talking about a film idea. I was like, damn.
I did not say those words.
Yeah. Bryce didn't even know he's being filmed. Does anyone have any questions or comments on it?
Yeah, no. Next time I probably will work on sound.
Oh, yeah, no, it was fine. Cool, here we are. Hey! It's great work. Next is. Yeah.
Another miss?
Yeah.
Sometimes I know exactly what you're gonna say, most of the time. Other times you're just a stinker.
What'd you do that for?
I've been wondering whether I'd like it.
What's the decision?
I don't know yet. It's even better when you help. You don't have to act with me, Steve. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. Not a thing. Oh. Maybe just whistle? You do know how to whistle, don't you, Steve? You just put your lips together and blow.
Did you write that?
No. That's
Okay.
that's a 1940s film. That's To Have and Have Not with Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. Yeah. So
Man,
it's-
what a great line. I just wanted to see if I'd like it.
yeah.
I love it.
And then
That's
that's even better when you help. It's
Yeah.
like, oh no.
man.
So that was just fun. Yeah, I've been studying the films of Howard Hawks lately. He made a film in the 40s and the 50s and whatnot, and so I thought I'd make that. I was gonna do one from His Girl Friday, but Audrey was busy. 'Cause I wanted to do a Rosalind Russell scene from that with her, but she was busy. So I'm like, what else could I do? Hey, here's a good scene. And then I saw Sicily do a scene kind of in this vibe for class on Monday. I was like, got it. I'll ask her if she's free. So
That's good.
fun.
And so who's your fourth?
Oh, and then Gea helped with set decking and like, all right, can you grab some
cool.
books and kind of make this look cool with lamps and rearrange it. So we needed like a place for the door to shut and all that. And there's a lot of places where like the door's raised and like where it's coming up the steps. There's just even though the garage looks, your office looks cool, but it's a raised door and that would look weird.
Yeah.
So that was we used
like
the living
getting
room.
on a train.
So, yeah. That's
Yeah. Yes, Rachel.
I'm glad that you explained that it's from an actual movie because I thought that it was just like a universe extension of that clip from Peppa Pig.
Oh, yes. It has nothing to do, because I started typing in this scene and I'm like, why does it keep telling me like Peppa Pig, right, on YouTube? I'm like, no, this is a classic 40s film. This is a Humphrey Bogart. What is, yes, but I didn't know anything about Peppa Pig until I started
What if you didn't know about anything about the film, but
It was
you
just
were
Peppa
recreating
Pig,
the
and I was like,
Peppa
yeah,
Pig
this
one?
is Peppa, this is the cartoon network. Yeah, so I don't know.
Yes.
As an actor, I know I get really nervous, like having to do kissing scenes.
Yes.
How, as a director, do you go about that for yourself and the process for that?
Great question.
That is a great question. So for this, I said to myself, what people could I use for this where I don't have to think too much about that? So like Cicely came in, she's like, all right, great. So who's acting in this? It's going to be you and me. I'm like, no, I thought you and James, you guys seem comfortable around each other. And I hear James in the other room go like, like laughing. I'm like, cool, we're good. Right, that's it. So I don't have to think. I just said, hey, you know what? You guys seem, like you're competent at this. So that's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
All right? That's great.
I did. One thing that's really helped with anytime I've done a KTL and a kissing scene is sometimes just find one of the actors and then just say, who do you feel comfortable to be your partner? And then they could pick. And that really makes things
That's
really
what I meant to
easy
say.
too. Yeah.
I meant to say that.
Yeah,
but
so.
yes. Yeah.
Any other questions or comments? Cool, here we go. This is a new subject here.
Yeah.
Hey!
I'll take it.
Hey! Oh, man. Next is Jeff! Yes!
Of you and me, I couldn't fight.
out.
It's not going to work out.
I could do later.
No, we can't meet up.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we could do it next Saturday. I get off work at 5.
No, that isn't going to work. In fact, it doesn't make sense for us to get together. Anytime.
Bye.
Wow. Yes! Dude. Oh man, this is his third film. That was so good. Kate, you did awesome in that. That was so good. So many great, like, honest moments and responses and stuff. That was really good. I also really love the choice. It seemed intentional to have the song start playing right after the phone call.
Yeah, it's because she was playing the music on her phone.
Right.
And so after you're done with the phone, it comes back on.
Yeah, it was such a good button to like end that with, and that was like really good there. So, and then who was the other two?
Yeah, so Kate is of course the lead, which she was great to work with.
Yeah.
So it was really nice for me because I'm like, it's my first film. You're gonna have to take care of the acting, and I'll just hopefully film you well.
Yeah, that was your first time directing an actor, right? Because your last two films was yourself and then The Candle.
Yeah, not on film.
Wow, that was really good.
So
yeah.
Well, I basically just let her do it. Right?
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
And
get out
then
of the
I was
way.
just like, let's do another take, right?
Nice.
And her sister Lily is the person who called.
Yep.
And then I took your words to heart about, like, you know, if you're a 5, learn from a 6. If you're and teach a 4, and so on and so forth. And then when I was like, oh man, who would I choose for my 4th person? And I was like, oh my goodness, well, there's a lot of things I'm at 2 at, so that sucks. So, but one thing I'm pretty good at is sound. And I've done audio design for theater. I've taken sound engineering, digital signal processing, all this shit. So I was like, I'm at least a 5, 6 there. So I was like, who could I ask? So my friend Faye is a professional sound designer who works at Cartoon Network.
Oh, cool.
So she did the sound for it.
That's cool. I love that. And you shot that yourself?
Yeah.
You did all the camera? I love the creative, like, you know, just the montage in the beginning was really good. Yes, Paul.
I guess I was wondering, like, what did you really glean from her, like, from your friend Faye?
So a couple of things. One is that this whole thing, when you answer a phone and then hit thing, it doesn't go bing. Like, that's not a thing that actually happens in reality, but it makes it much more clear that it's actually answering the phone.
Right.
So the whole thing of like, oh, you can just add things in post that make it clearer.
Yeah.
Even if that doesn't reflect reality.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, because, you know, I would just be like really faithful to reality and be like, this is just better, you know, like things are all tuned in together.
Totally.
Yeah.
They do that with, when they light a cigarette, you hear it like burning.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not reality unless your cigarette's super dry or something like that.
Yeah,
So that's a really good point. Yes.
With the necklace, like, it reminds me of the 90s or 2000s. I don't know, like, was it, you know, made for back then, or is it
Was it a
modern
period?
day?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that. It was just like Kate. It was just like, I was like, yeah, you know, get prepared for a fun night out. You know.
They're coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. It looks great. I love it. I love that. Cool. Sweet. Here we are. Oh, some houses with snow on it. Good work, dude. Looks like we have like about 4 or 5 more films. Next up is Gea! Yes!
No one was as charming and frightening as Leah Sterling. If I was Superman, Leah was my kryptonite. And if Leah was Superman, well, I suppose we all have our secrets.
Did you bring us what you owe us?
knew out of all his loves, he loved me most. And I loved him.
Mind me. I'll see you after work, okay?
I'd seen what those men did with him. My Leo, bright as the sun, eclipsed with blue and purple across his face. I simply wanted to protect the person I love, and I love Leo. Hey, boys. I would do anything for him. After all, what would a superhero be without their kryptonite?
That was so challenging for me, but
Yeah.
in a great way.
Because how many films have you done so far?
I think
You're
this is like
5 or
7.
7? Oh, 7.
6 maybe?
Okay, yeah, so she debuted here, and your films are so good.
Thank
I
you.
love that. I also love the period piece, and then you went inside the garage, then outside the garage with the 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were finishing up filming today, and Skylar was like, "I think you could make 10 feet into Isaac's room," because my idea was to just challenge myself to make it look like as many locations as possible
Yeah.
with the rule. And I was like, "Let me count it out," and it worked. And he just stood right in the corner with the camera, and it just worked.
I love that.
Thanks.
Who helped you on this one?
So Skylar, who helped with pretty much anything I threw at him. Then James was amazing with videography and the fog machine, and Alex jumped in last minute to help me with lighting and sound, which I didn't even get to put all the sound in there that we got, but it's all right. It all turned out fine.
Yeah,
so,
I love that.
But I couldn't have done it without them. I didn't know how it was going to happen, so I was really happy.
I think you really like that era too. I feel like that's come up a couple times. If I'm not wrong.
At least in one other film. Yeah.
It's cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, it fits really well. Yes.
Did you edit this?
Yeah.
Nice.
Jeez, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. I love
Thanks.
the montage. Yeah.
There's a lot to love, but the writing, that last line was amazing.
Yes.
That was so
you.
good.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank
How
you.
long did it take you to write everything?
I got the idea right before work, and every time I was taking a break from my table, I would go to my phone and start typing the script, because every time I was greeting someone, I was like, "Oh, that's a line I need to write down," and I'd be journaling it in my book. It just came to me in the morning, and I was like, I have to write it down or else I'll forget it. So
I love that.
yeah.
It's so good. Yes.
The protagonist again, which was really good. Because I look at first, it's like, oh, is Skyler kind of the protagonist thing? But then with the, oh no, he's the kryptonite to me. I'm the hero.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
Cool.
it was. Yes,
Thanks.
Matt.
The last scene that you guys did with the fog and the backlight, how did you guys like that?
How did we do that?
How'd you
so
light it? Yeah.
we had Skylar's car kind of pulled up at an angle facing me, and then James lined up the fog machine. He tested it out in a couple different ways to see which way the wind blew. And then the fog machine actually broke or I don't know if it broke or died or what happened to it, but it actually ended. So that shot that you see with the smoke is just a test shot.
Yeah.
And we just threw it in there because it was the only one with smoke.
He was just vaping. He was trying to. Any other questions? Or anything? Sweet. Yeah.
Hey, Gea, what'd you shoot it on?
Oh.
Black Magic.
Nice.
James Black Magic.
Cool. Here we are. Wow.
Whoa, that's so cool.
That's a good one. Wow. Next is Scout. Yes.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I think we might be lost. Do you know where we are?
I'm absolutely sure this is the right way.
Okay.
Positive.
Okay.
I'm not so sure. This seems wrong. Everything seems wrong.
No, I honestly trust Nick. If Nick says we're going in the right way, I trust him.
I lied. We're lost. I don't know where we're at.
Are you?
I don't know.
What? Okay, that's okay, you guys. Nobody panic. We just need to build a shelter.
I'm panicking.
No.
We're lost. 100%. No one knows where we are. I don't know where we are. He was our guide.
Okay.
We're gonna have to sacrifice somebody. There's no way. How are we gonna eat?
Hey, are you guys okay?
great.
Cool.
Where did you film that?
I was on a cousin's trip that was the Rocky Mountain National Park.
Nice.
So we were like on a big trail, and so those are my cousins. They're not actors.
Yeah.
They killed it.
Yeah, they did.
So it was really fun and funny, and it started to rain on the hike, so we had to get it really fast.
Yeah.
So I was on the way back down, hour like 5. So
Yeah.
everyone was really tired, but I was like, please, I really want to do a film this week. So
Nice.
it was really fun.
Did you get to show it to them after?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I edited it like as soon as we got back to the Airbnb on my phone. So 'cause I was just so excited, and they were all really excited about it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Was there a 5th person?
Yeah, so I thought it was for actors.
I get it. I
so
totally-
I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Please don't be mad at
Not
me.
at all. Not
Yeah. So my brother was DP because he actually went to school for film before he joined the Air Force. I was like, this is so cool. You can DP it.
Yeah.
So it was really fun to have them all involved.
Yeah.
So.
And by the way, you did follow the rules according to how you understood it. So
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
But now you understand.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Does anyone have any questions? Or yes, Brett.
Did you have any trouble working with your cousins, or were they pretty like easy?
Kind of, just because I was like, it's cool, just improv it, like these will be the lines, and like every time they like switched it up, and I was like getting a little controlling. I was like, you guys, we only have a minute, so just get the line out. I kept telling my cousin, I was like, the most important thing you need to say is that we need to sacrifice someone, and every time he'd be like, we don't have food, we don't, and they kept looking at the camera too, but it was really funny, so it's okay, it's cool.
I also love that, like, we're lost within like 2 minutes. It's like, well, we gotta eat somebody.
Yeah,
it's
I was like,
not
come
even
on.
trying.
Yes.
Not even trying to like
High
get
stakes
out
really
or anything
fast.
right away. It's
No,
like that's
no.
the
Yeah.
jump. Yes, Jay.
Did you plan that color coordination of the outfits of the 2 blue people teaming up against the green guy and the red person showing up?
As a family, we always match. But no.
Any other questions? Cool. Here we are. Oh, nice silhouette there.
A house. Thank you.
Oh, good work. How many left? 1 left? Oh, that was it. Oh, cool. Yeah. We are done. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting film. If you missed the announcements on the countdown, there is a QR code around the barn. Please pay and help support what we're trying to do here. We would love to grow this. We would love to move it to the city. So all your contributions help a lot. Yes, but it's hard to move to the city with $5 a week, you know. So, but we are trying to expand this and grow this. And we're making a YouTube show and everything like that. So everything helps a lot. Feel free to stick around, hang out. We have beers in the fridge. We are filming a Dice video. Oh, we have Justin. Oh, it went to the end thing. Yeah, so I'm sorry. We have one special guest. We're not done. Yes. This is a new thing we're doing. That we're having a special guest, somebody that has made a KTL film or has been involved to showcase something that they've made outside of KTL, just to show people like what we're all doing here, and it's really cool. So. Our special guest for tonight is a dear friend, Justin Torrence, everybody. Yes. Come on up. Justin. Yeah. Hey, good to see you. Yeah. You made the first time we ever rolled, right? Did you make a film on the first roll or one of the first?
I don't remember. Probably one.
You made the 5-minute one. Where
yeah. Where it was 5 minutes.
Yeah, the first roll we did, we limited it to 5 minutes, and then right after that, we're like, cool, 1 minute, we'll do 1 minute. But I think you were one of the first people to make a KTL film, so it's really cool to have you here as a special guest.
Thanks, man.
What are we showing tonight? What are we?
Are we going to show the trailer?
The film.
The scene from
the
film. Is Rick still here? Rick's not here.
I don't know if he is. Yes.
We have a scene from a film directed by Brian Tan. Some of you guys probably know Brian. Kate Covet, Sean was in it. Sean McLean.
Yeah.
Rick. We only had a cast of like 5 people.
Yeah.
And Kate Kovac and Emily Dunlop. Myself.
Yeah. Nice.
So this is a scene that is. It's a good scene. It's not like the best scene in the whole film, but
Yeah.
Brian limited because it's not released yet. So he's
Right.
like, you can only show this one. I'm like, okay, cool. It's a fun scene. Rick did a great job. I wish he was still in here, but yeah.
Cool. We'll watch it. Here we are.
How was your time with Beth?
It's like she's a fucking mirror.
A mirror.
Yeah, it's not like she copies me. It's just any shitty mood I'm in, and she has the same fucking thing.
What if you're happy?
What do you mean happy?
Calm, content, peaceful?
No, that doesn't happen around here.
No.
You saw it already. She knows what you're thinking. She knew I was standing outside the door.
It's too early for me to make any conclusions about that yet.
But it does look like it.
That is what it looks like.
Shit!
Earl, I know this is hard, but you have to remain calm.
You know this is hard. What the hell do you know? It's like I'm going insane!
Do you love her?
Yes, God.
Are you sure?
What the hell does that have to do with me? We're supposed to be talking about her.
Earl, whatever comes out of this, it is going to take time. You need to understand that what you do matters. This idea about her marrying you, I think you're absolutely right about that. She is very sensitive to you. One gesture, one sarcastic remark, one angry look at it, and she could go into a spiral, and she may never recover. Listen, you have to be. I know it's hard.
I can't fucking do this anymore.
Listen to me.
I can't fucking do this anymore.
I understand, but listen to me. You have to be extremely cautious in what you think and do.
I can't do this anymore.
Then why are you still here?
So, tell us a little bit about the film first and like kind of the context. I should have probably asked that ahead of time.
It's called She Watches Blindly. It just finished post-production, so we're going to start screening it to hopefully distributors and stuff pretty soon.
Yeah.
But it's about a woman who thinks that she can read people's minds, and I play her husband trying to keep the whole thing going. They have a young child. She can't handle it, so he's doing all these things. When a mysterious counselor comes, just kind of appears at their house and has some answers for them and trying to help out. So it's fun. It's like a mystery, thriller, drama kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's a good time.
I did get to see a draft, and it's very good. All the acting is super good.
Thanks, man.
The directing. Brian has talked about even showing it here eventually.
I'm sure he will soon.
Yeah, which would be really cool.
Yeah.
So how was it? So tell me your relationship with Rick, the other actor in that.
Yeah, so you guys all know Rick, yeah? He's a legend around here, Rick Andoska.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're putting this on YouTube too. So
But also a lot of people don't know Rick. So.
Okay, well he was in the back a minute ago. He lives at the house here.
Yep.
He's the OG acting coach. Teaches Meisner, and it's funny. I was actually in the first class that he taught in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So it was me, a guy named Andrew Scott, and his daughter, and then one other person. Just four of us when he first moved here from New York.
Wow.
And then we eventually got him kind of grafted into to the group over here and stuff like that. So yeah, he's been my acting coach since like 2015. I've been taking Meisner with him on and off.
How was it working with him?
Oh, fantastic! I love working with Rick.
Yeah.
My only concern was like I didn't, because in this scene like they had just met not that long ago, like earlier in the day, and I was like, I don't want us to feel too familiar.
Oh, right.
That's a struggle when you're very comfortable with somebody and you're working with the characters are new to each other. You're like, man, I don't want it to seem like I love you and you love me and like we're friends for like the last 7 years, So
right.
But yeah, it was great working with him.
Yeah.
Super gracious actor and good guy to work with. So
how many takes were you doing on that?
So we did a lot of one takes in this movie.
Okay.
There's actually this scene I was going to show with me and Emily that's like super intense. It's like, I think 7.5 or 8 minutes long. And we did, I think 18 takes on the day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the last one always ends up being the best, you know. But I remember like when Brian's like, "Let's do one more." I'm like, "Dude, are you fucking sure you need another one, man? I'm exhausted." You know, I'm like doing lines like for 8-minute scenes, like one takes.
Right.
And this was kind of one of those. We shot it. This is actually the scene's like 3 minutes longer. There's some before and after. We just walked right in front of Brian's house because we shot this during the pandemic, so we had like literally like 3 crew members and then like 5 talent, and like that was it for the whole feature.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, it was fun. You know, we just shot it a couple different ways, and he wanted to have like a very kind of in the middle of it, right? So they're handheld and they're just shooting it different ways, and you know, I think hindsight, you know, it needed to be that way, but also he was like, you know, when you try to edit something and you shoot 3 different ways of handheld, you're shooting it 4 different times in each, you know, in each way you're doing it, and like, oh shit, I love this, but I can't use that because on the next take we're around the other side, you know, kind of a thing when you're running gun kind of thing. So yeah, it was fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions or comments on anything? Yeah, super good.
Thank you. Appreciate
it was really good. Cool. Well, do we know can we expect it or?
Oh,
yes.
yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah.
Like, when is it out? How do we watch it?
I'm not sure. I know that soon he's going to be putting together a screening at the Plaza, but I think he's going to try to like bring industry people that could help get it distributed there. And then I think after that, then he might do like a screening for like friends and, you know, some of our community and stuff like that. So it'll be in a theater somewhere, like as far as even just like a friend screening, you know, to really do it right.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be like the Plaza at some point.
Cool.
Yeah, or Midtown or something like that.
And last question, what are you working on now, or what are you excited about in your career film-wise?
You know what's fun, man? I do my own stunts, man. I love doing stunts. I've had like probably like 3 or 4, probably like 5 stunt things recently, and I just got asked to double somebody in a show, so that's like fucking really cool. But other than that, I did something. I don't know how many people in here are actors. Oh shit! Yeah, awesome, man. It was when this started. It was like a film. It was like for
only
directors
filmmakers.
and stuff. You know,
We
and I was like one of the only actors around. Yeah, that's great. Well, you guys know how it is. Like when you. So I had the last big thing that I did was, I think it was back in November, beginning of November. I got a text from the casting director I hadn't talked to in years. He's like, "Hey, can you do this audition really quick? I need a quick turnaround." And I'm just like, I was like on my way to work, out of town. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, let me go to my hotel. I literally she sent me 6 pages of dialogue. I'm like, I'm gonna give you a paragraph. So like really quickly memorize a paragraph. My friend from out of town that was working with me, like I'm in front of the hotel door with like the instructions on how to escape from a fire. Like, on the door.
Yeah.
I just do one take and I got a call back. Anyway, I ended up booking this thing, but I find out like Monday night, and it's a Wednesday morning call time. And it's in a fucking accent. I have to do it like a British American accent.
Oh no!
And it's a 6-page monologue of me talking.
And you had to learn that in 2 days.
I had to learn it, yeah, and I had to work overnight. So I started memorizing when I got home from work at 7 in the morning on Tuesday. But you guys know how it is, where it's like nothing. All of a sudden, like a cool opportunity. You're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Like why? Why does it have to go like this? You know? And it was cool because I had like a small stunt during that. And the coordinator, he's like, dude, you moved good. I'm like, I do stunts too. And then he invited me to come back, and I got a whole week on a SAG film doing stunts the next week on the same show. So like, you know, I'm constantly trying to hide my face, you know. So like I had a beard and I cut to like a nasty mustache, and I'm trying to like hide my face in every shot and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
So that's called the Battle of Bushy Run. Anybody in here work on it? I know they hire a lot of Atlanta people, but anyway, I'm not sure when it's coming out, but that's, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, man.
Thanks
That was awesome. Yes. Okay, we're going to show a feature film real quick. No, I'm kidding. That is the real ending. Thank you for being here. Thanks for supporting what we're doing. We are filming a Dice video in about 20-30 minutes after this. So come see Brett if you want to be a part of that. If you don't want to be a part of that, you can still hang out. We're all just trying to get to know each other. So thanks again for being here. Have a great night, everyone.